Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Solar. So probably one of the questions I get asked the most in comments, especially when I'm reviewing some of these power stations for emergency backup power. A lot of people ask, what do I need just to be able to keep my fridge powered up during a power outage so that none of the food that food's expensive nowadays, so none of that food in the refrigerator or in the freezer goes bad. Well, Bluetti just came out with a new solution designed specifically to keep your fridge powered. So here it is. This is the Bluetti brand new FridgePower. You can see it's got a nice thin, slim design. It's kind of long and thin. This is made to go right on top of your refrigerator, or it could go in the cabinet above your refrigerator. You can also mount it on the wall if you need to. But this is the Bluetti FridgePower, 1800 watts pure sine wave output, and a 2 kilowatt hour battery. So when I first opened this up, I was really surprised that it had 1800 watts of output just to keep your fridge powered up. I figured maybe 1000 watts would be all you'd need for a refrigerator. So there's plenty of power here, and you could probably plug in a second device if you wanted to. So as we look at the back of the unit, this is where it would plug into the grid, and it does have 2 outlets. So you could use one for your refrigerator and then possibly something else. But remember, 2 more devices, the faster it would drain the battery. So for me, if I was gonna plug something additional into this besides the refrigerator, I would probably pair it with a Starlink router. We have Starlink here, and that way when the power went out, we would still have all of our food nice and cold, refrigerator's still running, but then we'd also have our Wi-Fi. So we'd still have the news, the weather, and you'd still be able to call people through the Wi-Fi calling if you needed to. So I think that would be a good combination. But I think most of the time you probably just wanna plug in the fridge. That way it lasts the longest amount of time on the battery when the power goes out. So also on the back, it has a DC charging port. So you can use up to 60 volts and 20 amps for a maximum of 1000 watts of charging. And that means you could use solar panels on this. Or if you're in a camper or an RV, you could use one of these alternator chargers to charge it back up as you're driving down the road. So the FridgePower may work well with campers and RVs as well. So the Bluetti FridgePower, you can tell that it is designed specifically for a fridge. The way it is nice and super thin, made to sit on top of your refrigerator or in the cabinet above or beside the refrigerator. And if that doesn't work, you can still mount it on a wall. It comes with a mounting bracket as well. And then if for some reason the top of your fridge, say it's like not flat, it's unlevel, it actually comes with feet. You can it has like rubber pieces here for it to lay directly on your fridge, but you can put in leveling feet and you can adjust the height of this to match the top of your fridge if it's not flat. So once you have this hooked up to your refrigerator, it's basically gonna sit there and wait for a power outage. Once the power outage happens, it's gonna switch over in 10 milliseconds. That's a super fast transfer time. It's faster than most power stations, most of these inverters. You probably won't even see the lights blink. But it'll switch over and it'll start powering the fridge with the batteries. And then of course, once the power comes back on a few hours down the road, it'll switch back to grid and then it'll charge itself back up, waiting for the next time. The thing about it is it's the convenience. It's already there, it's already hooked up, and then anytime power goes out, it's automatic, switching back and forth. You don't have to do a thing. If you had a power station instead, more than likely you're gonna have to get your fridge, you're gonna have to slide it out away from the wall or out of your cabinets so that you can unplug it and get out an extension cord, plug it into your power station. Every time the power goes out, it will be a hassle to try to power up that fridge. With this, you get it all set up once and you're done. And this has got a 10-year lifespan and it'll probably outlast your fridge. Now, another reason why you would choose this over a power station is they have increased the efficiency on this quite a bit. It has a 93% efficiency on converting the DC batteries to AC power. That is right up there with your residential inverters. Power stations are not that efficient. Most of the power stations I've tested, it seems like you're lucky to get between 70 and 80% efficient. So the efficiency of this will actually make it last about 4.5 hours longer than a power station the exact same size, exact same battery size, exact same wattage. With the efficiency in this one, it's just gonna end up lasting longer than your standard power station. And on top of that, it has a really low idle consumption, which is how much power it uses just to power it up. You know, a lot of these inverters and stuff that you have like on the wall over here, they would use somewhere between 70 and 100 watts just to power them. And this only uses like 8.5 or less than 9 watts is the idle consumption on this. Super low, does not take hardly any energy to keep it powered up and waiting for that power outage. And of course that idle consumption also adds into its efficiency when the grid power is down. You're not gonna eat up a bunch of your battery just by keeping the electronics alive in here. So Bluetti says if you wire this up to a regular fridge that most people have in their kitchen, this will keep it powered up for about 24 hours. Now, if that's not enough, this is expandable. So this here is Bluetti's Bluecell200. This is the expansion battery. It is 2 kilowatt hour battery, same size as the battery in the original unit. So this doubles the time, and you can add a total of 3 of these. So you can have 3 more expansion batteries for a total of 8 kilowatt hours. So you can go from 1 day of power, this would be 2 days of power. If you had the other 2, you would have 4 days of power for your fridge. And the expansion battery has the exact same mounting options as the original one does. You can mount it on the wall, you can set it down, you can put the leveling feet on it. The units are basically the exact same size, except this is really just a battery. So to add on this expansion battery, you open up this cover, and of course it has like a little Anderson connector for the battery, and then it has an Ethernet cable for CAN bus communication. And on this side, there are the ports for it. So we can just plug in the battery, and then we can plug in our CAN bus communication cable. And then once you have them connected, you can actually slide them right next to each other and then close this cover. And you have like a seamless installation. So with these two together, it's 27.5 inches wide, so this can still fit on the top of your fridge. And of course, if you ended up hanging that on your wall, that would be a nice clean installation. So now we just need to go ahead and put your power cord on, get that plugged into a wall outlet, and then you would go ahead and plug in your refrigerator or whatever you're powering. In our case, it's just this little light right here. So to power it up, you hold the power button for 3 seconds. And it comes on, and when it comes on, the battery comes on automatically. So on the front of the unit, you do have some status indicators. These 5 LEDs indicate the state of charge. All 5 of them means it's 100% charged. This LED here means that it has AC power coming in. That means grid power is active or on. So if that's not enough information for you, or maybe this is up in a cabinet and you can't see these with the door closed, you can buy a display. And that is this right here. It's like a little Bluetooth display that communicates to the FridgePower, and it gives you all of the information that basically any power station would. Now this screen, it is magnetic. It's designed to stick to the door of your refrigerator. But you can see it has all your stats for your battery, how much watts are going out, how much watts are charging. It's got all the information just like you would on a power station. Now, if you don't want to magnetize this to your fridge, it has a little kickstand. So you can just set it up on the countertop right next to the refrigerator, and then you'll have all the information. And the FridgePower is also compatible with Alexa, Home Assistant, or Google Home. So let's go ahead, we'll get these in the house, and I think we'll get this set up powering up one of my freezers. So first, let's look at our refrigerator. When you look at the space in between the refrigerator and the cabinet, it's not much, maybe a couple inches. So the FridgePower is right at like 3 inches tall. You can see when I put my phone up next to it, my phone's actually, with the case on, it's actually taller. But this space in here above my fridge, you can tell when I put my phone up there, it's only about 2.5 inches. So there's no way it'll fit in there. So for this application, probably the best choice would be to put it up here in this upper cabinet. But I'm not gonna put the FridgePower up here in the kitchen. I'm gonna put it downstairs on a freezer. That's gonna be a lot easier for me to show you the installation. All right, we're down here in the basement in my mechanical room, storage room, and this is the deep freeze that I want to power up. So we'll get started by getting the FridgePower and the battery set on top. All right, you can see we got the expansion battery all plugged in. Got them right next to each other on top of the freezer. Actually fits perfectly on top. Get our FridgePower plugged in. Get our fridge plugged in. Looks like we're all powered up. Lights on. So now I can take the display, just magnetize it right to the fridge. So you can see we got 100% state of charge on the battery. So let's go ahead and unplug it. Go ahead and open the door so you can see the light. I'll unplug it. Unplugged. I didn't see it flicker. Looks like we got a red indicator here saying that it probably lost power when I unplugged it. So like other Bluetti products, you can set this up on your Wi-Fi network and then you can monitor it anywhere with your smart device and the Bluetti app. So you can monitor the status of the FridgePower, but you can also change all of the settings. So when you go into settings and you go to working mode, you have your 4 different UPS modes. I'm just using a standard UPS mode, so when the power goes off, it goes to battery backup. You have a PV priority, which means it's going to put solar panels first. It's going to try to power your fridge with solar till your state of charge gets so low, and then it'll switch to grid. And then instead of just being a battery backup, it's also trying to save you some money on your energy bills. Also, you have a time of use control, and that's basically designed to try to use the battery during those high hours of the day where they charge more for electricity to once again try to lower your utility bills. And then of course they have a customized setting as well. So now that we got the FridgePower all set up, I think it only took me about 5 minutes to get this set up. The display, I didn't have to do anything. It communicates through Bluetooth and it just automatically found the FridgePower and automatically brought up the stats. So very plug and play to get it set up and running. And now you don't have to worry about the freezer, you know, losing power and all the food going bad. So if you guys are interested in Bluetti's brand new FridgePower, I will leave a link down in the description below and you can head over to Bluetti's website and you can check it out. But this is definitely a product I think people have been waiting on for a long time, something specifically designed to be able to keep a fridge going in a power outage. And it's expandable. You can add up to 3 additional batteries to it, making it 4 times the original storage capacity. And you can also charge it with solar. So if you hooked up a few solar panels to this to help keep it charged up during the day, instead of one of these lasting almost 24 hours, it may end up lasting days, as long as you have enough sun and solar coming in, charging it back up. So it's a pretty versatile little unit, definitely designed for fridges, designed for that space, ideally right above the fridge. Hopefully you got a little bit of gap here above your fridge between it and the upper cabinet, and then you can just slide these in, get everything plugged in, and then you don't have to worry about it. But I think that's going to be it for today's video, guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.